everybody, and welcome back to yet something different on the channel. It's been some time since we have done Pixelmon, and today is going to be the team analysis of our Pixelmon League. As you might have seen on Twitter, if you follow it on Twitter, or if you follow any of the other guys on YouTube, you might have seen something called the Pixelmon League Tournament. Now, that is something that is going to be going on over the next few weeks or so, and I have been invited as a replacement for somebody in my team. We've got teams of 3, which is what it's going to be comprised of. I'll run through the teams really quickly while I have them open. So we've got Team Unnamed, which is myself, DX, and Sibber Wing. We've got Thumb Squad, which is Orange, Seeker, and Budgie. We have also got, let's do that for a second. We've also got Mythos, which is Gear, Zekrom, and Blue RPs. We've also got apparently a team called Potato, which is Mark, Jean, Red Diamonds, and Uno. We've got Gucci Gang, which you might have guessed by the name. We've got Panda, Richie, and DC Rude. We've got the Florida Swampets, which is T-Dark, Lil, and also Planky. We've got the Archetype Central, which was Mr. Octo, Baby Pluto, and Lust Shadow. And Digimon, which comprise of Pugs, Zoo, and Mario. You will have seen all these teams with their logos and what in the little intro thing that was made by, I think it was PJ that made it. Possibly. I think it was PJ. But yes, it is being run by PJ, Xylo, and the Pokecraft server are hosting this tournament for us, which is very kind of them to do so. So I'm going to run through the Mons that I have selected. We've got 12 Mons, we've got 2 Megas, 2 Legendary / Mythicals, we've got OU and UUBL Mons. We've got 2 of those, so those come together. And then we've got 6 other tier Mons. That is how this structure is going to be going down. So, we'll have a look at the team. Now, these aren't set up with the correct... Obviously, it will vary from trainer to trainer what I am going to be using. But first of all, we're going to be using Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir is going to be our first option. Very, very good Pokemon. I love Mega Gardevoir. I've used it before, I believe. I can't remember if I've used it in a league before. I don't know. Where did it... Oh, well, it went over there. But I have used a Mega Gardevoir before, and it proved very, very useful. Again, if you guys want to nickname, suggest any of these Mons that I have, you're more than welcome to. I actually have a Mega Gardevoir nickname, which I could potentially nickname. I'm not going to do it right now. But I could potentially nickname our Mega Gardevoir. Next up, we have got Mega Metagross. I am one of the 5 teams that have the Mega Metagross on my team, of course. Mega Metagross, use it correctly, you'll sweep an entire team. This thing is a monster. So, Mega Metagross is next on my team. For the Mythicals and / Legendaries, I'm starting out with... Jeez, this is a big boy. Big boy. We've got ourselves... I can actually fly, so... No, I didn't want you to come to me. I wanted to look at you. Yeah, he's just not going to stay away, is he? He's so big. We've got Black Kyurem. That is what we have. Kyurem Black, whichever way you prefer to say it. So we've got Black Kyurem here, which is a pretty nasty mon. Not going to lie. This thing is going to be a monster. This thing is well and truly going to be a monster when we actually get to use this thing. I've used it in the past, and it's proved mighty, mighty powerful. So that is something that we can, in fact, you know, play around with a little bit. I've got some unusual movesets to run on Black Kyurem, so that is going to be very, very interesting to see and what we do with that information. Next, we have got We've got little Mew. Look at the size on this thing. It is so adorable. I made this one pygmy. It's no, microscopic. This is the smallest this Mew can go. Come back over here. Come back over here, little one. So we've got little shiny Mew over here. Mew I haven't used too much of, but I've seen people use it in the past, and this thing is a bundle of fun. How could it not be any more fun using this little guy? It's such an adorable little thing. But yeah, we're going to be using Mew. It's got a number of good things, good qualities about it, which we can mess around with as well. Next up, we have our OU/UUBLs, which is overused and underused borderline. Those are the tiers that this next few mons fall into. So we're starting out with, we've got ourselves, oh wow, you're a big boy too. We've got ourselves a Gliscor. Gliscor, again, being just one of those mons that everybody likes to jump on. This is one thing that we're going to be using as well. Have I used one recent? No. But I think I have a few strategies which I can run with this. And potentially an unusual one. We'll have to see if we can catch somebody off guard 1 week with that unusual strategy. But Gliscor is our next one. And then the final OU/UUBL is going to be Weavile. This thing is quite... Why? These mons are very big. So we've got Weavile. Weavile, again, very speedy, very physical in its attack, which is really good, actually. Hopefully we can play with speed, because speed in general is going to be what we're going to play around with. Try and, you know, just outspeed and take people out. I'm hoping that's going to be a good strategy. So let's move on to the next 6, which I have here. So the first of our random tiers is going to be this huge boy over here. We've got a Blissey. Blissey, I've never used these tanky defensive mons like this. But I didn't really have much of a wall on the team. So Blissey is something that I'm going to be using, and we are going to try and stomp out the competition. This thing is just humongous. Absolutely humongous. It's going to be very interesting what we can do with this thing. Even though I know you're probably going to get annihilated if somebody's got the correct moves for you. Next up, we've got my boy. We've got Crocodile. I couldn't not use Crocodile. Crocodile is just such an amazing mon. I've used it countless times, and I can't wait to use it again. It's just so good. It's just so good. I love Crocodile. Next up, we have got ourselves, I think this is little. It is when I looked at it. This is Rotom Heat. Rotom is now in Pixelmon, believe it or not. I have not seen, this is the first time I've seen little Rotom over here. So Rotom is something that we're going to play around with. I've used Rotom Heat in the past in a league before, and it's proved us pretty damn useful. So hopefully it can do the same again. Next up, we've got Empoleon. This is one huge boy. Come here. Come here. So we've got the Halloween special. I went for the Halloween special. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are very scary. Oh, wow. And the knock away. This guy is not taking anything. But yes, we've got Empoleon here. I went for Empoleon. I thought, why not? When I was looking through the mons that I could potentially use, Empoleon came to me and I thought, I've got a set I can run on you, so we're going to be using Empoleon for this one. It's going to be interesting. Empoleon's going to be interesting. Next up, we have got Galvan Chiller. Again, another one I've used in the past, and it proved pretty decent. Of course, your general setup. You know, I've got some other ideas for it as well. I remember in another season, somebody used one against me, and they went the Compound Eyes route, which was kind of interesting. So I've got multiple ways I can use this Pokemon, and hopefully it will help lead us to victory. And last but not least, from my 12-mon draft, we've got Shiny Milotic. I love Shiny Milotic. I couldn't not make it shiny, but we've got Milotic over here. Look at it. Look at those golden fans. I love Milotic in general, and its shiny form is just wow. So we've got Milotic. Again, I've used this once in the past, and it was pretty damn good. it's got very good defensive natures. Well, not necessarily defensive natures. Everything's got a defensive nature, essentially. But its defensive stats are pretty damn good. And it's also got a pretty decent special attack. So we can have a play around. Oh, wow. I forgot we could ride you. I'm going to ride my snake into battle. That's pretty cool. I forgot you could ride Pokemon. But yes, we've got Milotic. That is the 6th and final member of the draft that we're going to be using. If you guys have got any nicknames, you're more than welcome to let me know down in the comment section below. I won't go into too much detail regarding how I'm going to run these, what items I'm going to run on them, purely because I don't want other people. There's a lot of people not making videos. Obviously, they're not all YouTubers, as you can probably tell by some of the names. They're not all YouTubers in this event. Which is going to be interesting because they'll see our strats firsthand through video content, and we'll just have to see how well it goes. But again, thank you for PokeCraft for helping host all of this good stuff with PJ and Xylo. It's going to be interesting to see how far we can get. I haven't done Pixelmon in like almost 2 years now, so getting back into it with a tournament is going to be pretty difficult. We'll see how well things go, but I think for now that is what is going to be done, and we'll see. Well, we'll see in the next video when we have our first week 1 and week 2 matches. So I will catch you guys on the other side. Bye for now.